All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to talk about a skill that is becoming absolutely essential: how to write AI prompts that actually give you what you want. Let's completely transform the way you talk to your AI.
Have you ever had this feeling? You know, where your AI feels like a really, really bad intern? You give it a task, you think you're being clear, and what comes back is just lazy, generic, or it completely misses the point. It's so frustrating. But what if the AI isn't actually the problem? What if it's us? What if it's all in how we're asking?
Just look at the difference here. This says it all. On the left, you've got the lazy prompt. Write about branding. We all know what that's going to give us: a vague, pretty useless article. But now look at the right, the expert prompt. You give the AI a role, a clear goal, a specific audience, and bam, you get a specific, valuable, and genuinely helpful answer. This is the shift we're making today. We're going to stop barking orders and start onboarding a dream teammate.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to figure out exactly why our prompts usually fail. Then we'll build the foundation, learning to think of it like a job brief. From there, we'll get into the task assignment, the actual instruction. Then we'll cover the really cool stuff, the pro moves for advanced collaboration. And finally, we'll see how this all comes together to transform the AI from just a tool into a true partner.
Okay, so let's dive right in. The single biggest mistake we all make is treating AI like it's just a fancy search engine. To get great results, you have to make a mental shift. You need to stop thinking of it as giving a command and start thinking of it as writing a job brief for a new, highly skilled team member.
This right here, this is the core idea. Every single time you start a new chat, you're not just writing a prompt, you are onboarding a new hire. And your one and only job is to give them everything they need to succeed from the get-go. Set them up right, and they will absolutely deliver for you.
And the very first piece of that onboarding process is context. This is the why. Why are you even asking this? What's the project about? What's the big picture? Just giving a little bit of this background information stops the AI from having to guess what you're really after, and it immediately sharpens the quality of its response. Next, you give the AI a role. And let me tell you, this is a total game changer. You're not talking to a generic chatbot anymore. Nope. You're hiring a specialist. You literally tell it, you are a veteran UI designer, or you are a business coach with 10 years of experience. This instantly focuses its massive brain and shapes its entire tone and behavior.
You know, think about it this way. You wouldn't ask a random intern for expert legal advice, would you? Of course not. So why would we ask a generic, know-it-all AI for expert-level output? By assigning a role, you are hiring the precise specialist you need for the job. It's that simple.
We can even get more precise here by thinking about context on two different levels. First, there's the general context. That's the big picture, the company mission, so to speak. Then there's the secondary context, which is more like the creative brief for this specific job. Who's the audience? What does a home run look like for this task? That kind of laser-sharp focus is absolutely key.
Okay, so your new AI teammate is fully briefed. They get the project, they know their expert role. Now it's finally time to give them the actual assignment, the core instruction.
A good task isn't just a vague suggestion, it's a clear directive. It should always start with a strong action verb like write, analyze, or create. You need to specify the exact format you want back, like a table or bullet points. And crucially, it has to connect directly back to the role and the context that you've already worked so hard to establish.
Here is the absolute best test for your prompt. Before you hit enter, just ask yourself this one simple question. If I handed this to a real human expert, would they know exactly what I want them to do? If there's any confusion, any ambiguity, you need to tighten it up.
Okay, so you've mastered the fundamentals. You're already way ahead of the curve. Now, let's get into the advanced techniques that take your AI collaboration from good to completely game-changing. These are the pro moves.
The first pro move is chain of thought reasoning. This is so powerful, instead of just demanding an answer, you instruct the AI to think step by step before it responds. This forces it to slow down, to analyze your request properly, and to build a much more logical, well-reasoned answer. You're basically asking it to show you its work.
Okay, this next technique
Self-critique is incredibly clever. You're basically building a review process right into the prompt itself. You can tell the AI, after you write the response, review it for clarity and accuracy, and then improve it. You are literally teaching the AI to grade its own homework before it even thinks about handing it in to you.
And the benefits of this are just huge. This isn't just a party trick. It leads to way higher quality output. You end up spending far less time fixing and rewriting things, and you build more trust in the AI's results, which is absolutely critical if you're using this for important work. So when you put all of these pieces together, the job brief, the core instruction, and these advanced pro moves, something pretty incredible starts to happen. It's a total transformation in how you work with AI.
This table just nails the mindset shift. You go from being a user who gives commands and then has to fix bad output to a collaborator who onboards an expert and guides the process. Your job is no longer to correct mistakes. Your job is to provide perfect clarity right from the start.
Ultimately, this whole framework is about something much deeper than just getting a better answer. You're not just engineering a single response. You are engineering a reliable, predictable, and highly effective behavior in your AI partner.
And that leaves us with one final thought. When you stop seeing the AI as just a tool, and you really start treating it as a capable teammate, the possibilities become, well, endless. The only question left is, what will you build together?